goodness, I cut that short. Let's see. Everything's a little bit slow on my computer. Hold on one second, I'll be back. Hey honey, can you switch over to data? You already done it? Okay, thank you. Oh, just making sure hubby has switched over to data. Oh, where, Melissa, are you? I know that I'm live. I can't find myself here. Hold on, guys. Bear with me. Keep refreshing. There we are. There we are. There we are. Okie dokie. Hello, whoever's with me here. Let's see. Okie dokie. I think we are good. Everybody hop on here. I'm not going to wait. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start because I have a feeling tonight is just going to be longer. This is going to take longer. So we're going to be using these beauties here. We are going to be using the new fall plates that came out in our subscription box, and they are so pretty. And they are going to be look how intricate these lines are. We're going to be doing a good bit of reverse stamping. I love the moon and the spider. I love the cat. I didn't use it this time. It reminds me of Professor McGonagall. Look how pretty. Oh, they're such pretty designs, such fine lines. Hey, love. Hey, Michelle. So, yeah, here's the other one. I don't think I actually used anything off of this right here at all. But we definitely use the spider webs. And, yeah, and this one, but just turned at a different angle. So, so that's what we're doing tonight. So I'm going to start just going ahead and getting the nails ready, because that'll take a little bit. So I was trying to figure out what I wanted to use on these nails, and I decided to use one of our magnetic polishes, but not use it as a magnetic. It's just a really pretty polish. This one is called Pearl and Anchor. It's P184, and it came in our box last month. Yeah, last month, which was the nautical themed box. And so you can use it as a magnetic, but I'm just going to use it regularly. I wanted something that the stained glass was going to show through, like you're going to be actually to be able to see through it while it's on the nail tip. And I brought a flashlight in here even so we could see it after they're done. And I changed my mind on a couple of the colors that I was going to use and grab some more like kind of sheer polish. I need to remember this nail is for a special one because it's a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna go ahead. It requires 2 coats. You can see it's pretty thin. Aren't they pretty, Michelle? They're so pretty. I'm talking fine lines. Fine lines and probably a migraine after this. And I swear I've got a Harry Potter time turner over here. If time gets going really slow, I'm going to be like, hey, I'm going to break out the time turner, turn back an hour. So I was looking at my daughter's cabinet over here, and she's got a little, it's like a curio cabinet, a mini curio cabinet, but it's shaped like a red telephone booth from London. And then she's got all of her London stuff and all that in there. Her some of her Harry Potter stuff. She left it here when she moved out, and I just took it and said, I'll put it in my office. And there is like the time turner from Harry Potter in there. So we will break it out and use it if we have to, see if it works. Uh, so this was what it's beautiful. This is going to be a beautiful one. It's okay. No pizza. Yum. That sounds so good. I've been dieting. Well, dieting slash changing, kind of changing my diet to lose weight, but not really like. Well, I don't know. I have been trying to lose. I lost 14 pounds, but it seems like it goes slow anymore. So slow to lose weight. But I go to the doctor every 3 months, so I've lost hopefully still 14 pounds when I go tomorrow. Oh goodness! So these are gonna be so pretty. If my nerves held out and the lines stamped good, all the planets are aligned and all that good stuff. I was looking earlier. No, that's not I thought it was thunder, but it's not. It's a 4-wheeler or a vehicle that's very loud. One of the two. It's really hard to tell around here. What you might hear, but no, it's a vehicle next door. But we had really bad storms during the day, and I mean no tornadoes or anything, just bad thunderstorms. And I'd looked ahead and it said 7 o'clock, and we had like a big red dot over where I live, and I was like, oh no, because Knoxville did have like tornado warnings out, but it's sunny out right now, so I was hoping that we would get to go ahead and do these. I wouldn't have to like get knocked off and so there we go. These dry pretty fast, so we can get into stamping pretty quick. This is a really pretty polish. I've got to get into using like Maniology's actual polishes to polish my nails instead of using stamping polish, but I'm so guilty of using stamping polish to paint my nails a lot of the time because it dries so fast and it's just like wood coat. So there we go. This is what living in the redneck area sounds like. Not motorcycles, it's 4-wheelers or it's cars. It doesn't really matter. Okay, let's see. The first thing I'm gonna do is say a little prayer and everything goes good. These are some little lines, guys. I'm not even playing. And I'm gonna try to pick this up. This first one up. I'm gonna remove some of that, so hopefully it will not be as squishy and it won't distort anything. We're gonna pick up this image. Let me know if I get out of frame, Michelle. Okay, Pam. Hey, good to see you. Y'all keep me in frame. I know the light is like such a it's like such an aggravation, but it's a necessity, unfortunately. I'm gonna mess with it enough to make it like fall down, and then I'll have to call my husband in here. I can't get any better than that. I think it's gonna be as good as it gets. There we go. Anyway, I may just like bring y'all just back out just a little bit, and then that way you guys can zoom in. There we go. I may be stamping from the bottom. And I'm actually gonna try, I haven't tried the stamper in forever. I'm gonna try the clear jelly stamper. I've got the big bling stamper that was given to me along with a bunch of clear jelly stamper stuff by a really sweet friend, Brenda. And so I'm gonna use it. I don't use it all that much. For me, it's heavy, but it's just what you get used to. So I also am gonna go to my good friend stamping polish here, so that hopefully we get it picked up on the first go around and don't have to worry about coming back in. Oh, well, there you go. Like I always say, it's not a Melissa video unless I drop something and get polish all over me. I just said, like, it's been one of those days already. Like, it's already been one of those days. Just this little milk base coat, I've messed up like 3 times today. It's getting kind of thick in the bottle. Already, we're already playing the drinking game, guys. Take a drink of wine or whatever you got there. Coke, whatever. Take a drink. Melissa's dropped something and spilled it. Like, not only did I drop it, but actually spilled it. Ugh. And this polish is sitting on here, which is not good. Okay, let's even see if we can still pick it up. So, let's see. Yes, ma'am. There we go. Now I can do a little bit of damage control over here. Let me get this right off of here. Whoa, I got one on the image. I don't want to do that. Oh, these are so tiny. So tiny. Has anybody used these plates yet? I'm curious to know. Michelle, hi, Angel Lover. Good to see you. And we're gonna do some really, hopefully fun. It started off with me dropping my polish already. I'm gonna have to clean that off a lid or I'll have it all over me. Oh my word. So I'm gonna clean up my stamping bottle here. Good gracious. I had this feeling like tonight was gonna be, I'd already told them like I have a time turner thing from Harry Potter over in my cabinet. I may have to turn back time here. So that polish, that pearl and anchor is just light enough that even with all the pretties that you put on there, stamp, reverse stamp or whatever, you can still see through it. My word, I have made a huge mess. I just don't want to get polish all over me every time. Hello. Yeah, hello. Oh my gosh, the dogs are starting. I have to get on them. Girls, hey, knock it off. Knock it off. See what I mean? It's been one of these kinds of days already. So if I can get it all off of me, then I won't keep spreading it around. Needless to say, I've already done that. Anybody got any encouraging words? That's also right there on that towel. Oh gosh, it's on my mat, but that's okay. That'll come up. Okay, so we've got our little ghosties here. And did that miss? That actually missed picking up a little bit. Can y'all see it up there in the right corner? It missed a little bit. Doggone. We're gonna have to restamp it. It will take me just a second. But we need those little ghosts on there. It's right at the top of the nail, too. Oh, come on now. Let's not drop anything else, Melissa. You hadn't got it yet? It's very pretty, but it is so, the lines are just so fine. Extremely fine. I usually play around with it like the day before we go live. So yesterday I was like, holy moly, these are really little. Try to get a nice non-distorted pickup. That's better. That's better. But they're very pretty. I was going to use some polishes that were cream. I will use some, but there's one image that I'm going to do on the far left nail, and I'll probably do it right at last rather. And it I'm going to use those, I think it's called the Rainbow Splash Collection. They're all sheer. I think I did it in Nail Mail just, I don't know, a few days ago. Get this off of here. I've got black everywhere. Oh my gosh. I need to put these over here while I'm not always reaching for them over top of you guys. Okay, let's see here. I found my paw, and I also did, before we get started, I did Jack from the Build a Monster. Anybody like Nightmare Before Christmas? You can do him too from the Monsters, Build Your Own Monsters. Made him matte. So both of my kids I've always loved Nightmare Before Christmas and Hocus Pocus, which I watched Nightmare Before Christmas one time, and it was good for me. But they love it, so we are going to. I've got my big old glasses over here, my magnifying glasses, and we are going to do these little ghosties here. Hey, Jessica. You've missed me already dropping polish. I've already dropped polish. It's not a good sign. Dropped my sticky polish, and I've changed the sides with my alcohol, which is probably going to have me thrown off for a good little bit. So we're going to paint these little ghosts, and that's going to be the only like reverse we're going to do on this one little image here. Yeah. That stamper keeps doing that good. I'm just going to keep using that. So yeah, these little white ghosts are so cute. So I'm using a really fine tip brush, and I want it on the tip of the brush. I have to keep turning it so I can get the view of it. Here we go. And I like to kind of float the paint. Keep saying, I just went back to the eye doctor, but I swear, I can't see a lick of nothing. It's bad. It's bad. And these are tiny. Oh my God, they're so little. Little bitty ghosts. So my brush is also, that was a little guy. Okay, set a little one here. What I like to do is just get a bead on there and then just kind of work it around. That's the easiest way for me to do it. Oh gosh, Jessica, these lines are like micro size. The ghosts are probably the easiest one, I guess, to reverse. I didn't even attempt that Crypt Keeper. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I mean, it's cute, but no. I'm not gonna do it. So here we go. We're getting there. Little guys are coming up. Little ghosties. Again, I'm gonna get me a good size blob here of paint. Our dogs are barking. They were dogs. Let's see. I'm gonna clean my brush. Gonna be it. I don't want the glop on. Let's see. Has anybody talked to Grandma Mimsy? I have not talked to her. And did she go live earlier today? I was in the midst of like doing some house cleaning, so I missed her time slot if she was live. They are tiny, Jessica, especially for my old eyes. They're very tiny. Some of them are much smaller than this. Like that Crypt Keeper, one that's got that on there, I think that's what they called it. My Lord, I wouldn't even attempt that one unless it was just for fun. I was just gonna see if I could do it, but definitely not on here tonight. No. So, okay, there's our ghost. And Pearl and Anchor is our base. Okay, so it's, I think Jessica, you came on after I was telling what we had. Again, you guys let me know if I get out of frame, but there's our ghost, and those will be going on. I'm gonna set the snail off of here. It's a little bit bigger, and it's got a special design that's going on yet, so I'm gonna let that dry. It won't take long. I mean, that black polish went everywhere. My word. Okay, so let's see. So the next one I'm gonna pick up is just is this image, but I'm gonna use it kind of sideways. Hey Bailey, hello, 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 welcome. As I said, I've already spilled this bottle of polish and had to clean myself up once. So we're gonna take kind of the center of it, I guess is how you want to say it, that part. So I'm gonna put it on the nail diagonally, kind of flip it around. And let's see, I need another stamper. Let's see if, I hope this one works good. Okay. Yeah, okay, so I didn't mean to get all of it. I mean, that was not the goal, was to capture all of it. I just want enough to get on this nail, which is going to be pretty close here. Doesn't have to be turned the right direction because, again, I picked this up diagonally. So just putting it down for my background. So you can turn those every which way. Not patient. Yeah, I know. I stalk mine. I stalk it whenever I know I've got something coming. I had one package that my nail mail got stuck like for the holiday, Labor Day. It came like the day after. My goodness. Hold on. I was showing y'all Jack Skellington, but I'm going to replace him with this nail so that I'll know it's right there. And clean this off before it gets too really dried in there. Those cracks. That is one thing on these is that I have been trying to keep them really clean because there's so little that it's just it's about impossible. So where are they? These little pumpkins. We're gonna get these little pumpkins right here. Right here. Let's see. Michelle, are you talking about your box of gloom? It hadn't come yet. You like Jack? Yeah, I thought he turned out cute. For, you know, just a really quick little image to pick up. You can do it on, well, it depends on if you get regular mail. I mean, if you do the express, which I don't for my regular boxes, but on the big boxes I do. Well, no, I take it back. I do get mine done by UPS, but I've got the old prescription subscription where you could pay for like 6 months at a time. So that's what I do. And so I had like some points. I usually always have points to get that $30 off. And I didn't realize that you can set that up yourself. I always would email them, but they were like, "Did you know you can set up yourself?" I said, "I hadn't a clue." No, I did not. And they're like, "Yeah, you can just go in and do it." And I was like, "Okay." So I just did it myself this time, and it worked. It went right where it's supposed to. Okay. Let's see. We're going to put these ghosts on this one. Go ahead and put some sticky on here. I just swapped some orange polish on the top of my sticky base coat because I was forever messing it up. Yeah, you can. You can set it up, and you also, if you've got any reward points, I think it's 7,500 points. If you've got that, which I bet you do, you can go in there and claim that $30 off your subscription and get a code, and then you go in there where it says manage your subscription, and you can just put that on there. It says, do you have a code? You can put that on there, and then when they bill you next time, they'll take that off. So pretty cool. So that's why I just splurge to get the extra each month. But what they do now, they used to email me to pay the extra for FedEx, but now they just do an invoice like where your orders are on the app. The 6 month, I think I'm so happy I got in on that. I'm not gonna change it. I don't even know what the options are like anymore. Y'all have to tell me. I have no idea. I haven't looked at it. Let me bring down my glasses so I can line this up. Say, okie dokie. I forgot the clear jelly stamper is much more firm. That's okay. There they are. Now, to finish the look for these, well, I'm going to do smudge free first. I don't think it is available anymore, Bailey. I think that, I don't know what it is. Like, I remember somebody saying that you couldn't get it anymore. I don't know if it's like every 3 months or... Hey, I just said, yeah, I'm gonna say I hadn't seen you days. I was getting ready to do a what do you call it? A check on you, a welfare check. Everybody, the Tuesday I was at, where's Grandma Mimsy? I said, well, I know she's okay because I talked to her today about the plate that dropped, but I said she's burning the candle at both ends. I know that for sure. So when we get done, I'm going to be going back around the edges of these to do that black line that makes them look so pretty. After we do these pumpkins, I'll show you one, and you can see how much prettier they look with that. So here's our little pumpkins. I think I might use this orange. It's not quite as dark as the one that I had out to use, but it does look more like pumpkins. So slide this over. I've changed things around on my net. They have monthly or so for a whole year, right? You have like pay a whole year's worth or monthly. Okay. Yeah, I know. They that's what we were talking about was the 6 month thing that they did away with it. I hate that. Because not everybody, I mean, people can't afford, a lot of people, I mean, everything is so expensive right now. It's like a lot to ask somebody to pay up front for a whole year. The 6 months if you're right. Yeah. See, I had it before, so every six on my when it's getting ready to renew, which it was, I went ahead and redeemed my points, and I realized that I can do it on the app. I can put the code in on the app for the subscription. So I know that you probably are on the old subscription, right? Like I am. Um, so if you have points, you can um, go in there and get your code, and then go where it says manage, and then it asks if you've got a discount code, and you just put it in there. I'm not painting the stems. Yes, I know. I'm going right over them, but they're still cute. You missed me, Grandma Mimsy, within the first, what was the first stamp I did? I dropped my black sticky stamping shoe modern polish and spilled it. Got it all over me. It's on my desk. I had to stop and clean up. Nothing new going on. It's the same Thursday night. Oh goodness. Can y'all hear the hot rods next door? I always wonder if you can, like them revving their engines and stuff. And I took up Mila's bowl of food before the live started, so she wouldn't be in there barking like a little crazy thing. They're little pumpkins. So we're gonna sit them over there and let them dry, which won't take any time. I'm backwards. I used to keep my little dip bowl over here, and then I moved it to the right. Now I'm like trying to get used to it again. So So the pumpkins are going to go on this nail right here. And then, let's see, let's do, things are going too smoothly. It's got to crash. I mean, I've got to, something's going to happen. I know it is. Let's see. What am I going to do next? The one that has the spidey web. I think I used, which one did I use? I don't even, I think I used that one. But you can use any of them, I think. But I'm going to use this one. There I go. Knocking stuff over. Okie doke. Put it around. Okay. Well, I just asked somebody if you were live today because I was doing some house cleaning and I was like, I didn't want to overlap you. I mean, no, 2 days ago I went live on a, was it last night? I don't know. It was the night before, wasn't it, guys? It was a very odd, like, just not normal time for me to go live. It was Tuesday. And I was like, I gotta make sure that Grandma Mimsy's not live because I don't want to be overlapping her. But that's when we did, like, played with that monster plate. So, okay, so this one's gonna go straight onto the nail. And I'm gonna try to get it centered up as best I can. Alright, so I'm not worrying about the edges because we're gonna do those. I promise I won't leave them bare like that. Let's see. Oh, I turned over my pumpkins. Watch me. Oh, nope, not dry enough, Mel, because you glopped it on there so thick. Okay, so I toyed around with the spider a little bit, and I think I'm gonna do like a kind of 2-layer one. Like I'm gonna put it down in white, and then I'm gonna come back over and do it in black, because I wanted a little bit of dimension in it. Plus, this spider. I wanted it to pop, but you know, just putting black on that like that wasn't gonna work. I'm getting ready to make a boo-boo. So I'm gonna put it on in white first, and then I'm just gonna kind of stagger it, like not a dramatic amount, but just enough to. Hello. Let's see. Oh, I know. Oh, I thought that didn't pick up. I was gonna say, I bet you that didn't pick up because it didn't feel like it did. But tonight I've been playing around with this stamper, the clear jelly stamper. So we're gonna put. Oh, I hate spiders, y'all. I'm claiming that this is a girl spider. I don't know. It's the only thing that's getting me through is I hate them. Oh, I know that they have to serve a purpose, but I would rather pick up a snake any day as a spider. Then there's another thing for the maintenance guys. Oh, okay. They don't notify me. Well, I never did figure out how to do the notification thing. Like, well, I mean, should pop up in the, but I don't know how to do the 30-minute before thing. I need to learn how to do that because I do it on my phone, and I feel like that's something that probably has to be done on the computer. I'm not sure. That is a nice stamper. It's a really nice stamper. I've had it forever. It's just one of those things that, you know, you would think, I'll use that. I'm going to use that tonight. So far so good. Okay, so I'm going to stagger it just a tad so that you can see the little white on her body, but it shows up a little bit. So I should put 2 little red dots, though it has dots on it, doesn't it? Well, she's a black widow, so she needs a couple of like tiny little red dots on her belly. It's really on her underbelly, but ugh. Our girls, when they were little, had those little turtle sandboxes. That's weird. Well, it took a good solid 2 minutes for mine to pop up, even to show that I was live. So I'm not sure what is going on. I wish I could figure out the 30-minute thing because that is really nice. So I'm going to put some little dots with my paint brush, or attempt to, if I can get the nerve to touch the spider with the paintbrush here. Just want to show that she is all the spots kind of ran together. But anyway, she's a black widow spider. So I'm gonna let that sit just a little bit before I put some spray on it. And let's check our pumpkins. They're dry. Clean this off of here. I love the cat. I wanted to do the cat. I don't know, I couldn't figure out exactly how I wanted to do it, so I ended up not doing it. Sometimes it'll even unsubscribe you. And, you know, you have to go back and subscribe again, which stinks, but I've heard of it unsubscribing people. I've never had that happen so far for me, but I also brought some Kleenex tonight because I don't know what I was looking back at, but I was looking back at something during the live from the couple nights ago, and I was like sniffing so bad. I was like, I bet they're like, my goodness, she needs an allergy pill, which is true. But, you know, so we're gonna let this dry. It's so hot in here. I just picked up part of the line and took it off. I have to put the pumpkins right there. I'm looking at chat while that's marinating there. Okay. Can you do it from your phone, Grandma Mimsy? Because do you use your phone or do you use a computer to do your, a laptop or something to use your, yeah, it has been set for you. But can you do it from your phone? Michelle, it is the milky base coat, the milk base coat, calcium rich milk base coat. Hold on, let's sit right over here. And this one, it's getting kind of thick, and I battled it today, so I've got very uneven nails. It will definitely be changed, but I love it for the color. It's just, I mean, it's just a little bit of something. And a lot of times I'll put that pink over it. I just didn't know how to do the announcing thing. You can from your phone. Okay. I mean, I could do a live from my laptop, but nobody would be able to see anything. So. Crack it out and put it on. Yep. You can put it out while we're doing it and let us know how you like it. I love it. It's one of my favorite. It's a definite go-to, big time for me. So I'm gonna put these kind of sort of in the middle, and I touched it, and the lines one of the lines went away. I try to put it where that was. Okay. So little pumpkins in there, super cute. So one of them I'm going to have just silver. I'm not going to stamp one of these on there. We're going to just put a couple of images on there. And then the last one is the one I'm saving because it's probably going to be the hardest one to paint. Probably should have started with that one, but that's just not how I roll. Thank you all. I'll show them all to you when we get them up here. Let's see. Got so far. And I even brought a flashlight, so when they're done, I can show you guys how. Is there a spider? Ah, that look, that the blood that red. I should have known. Little ghosts, pumpkins. This one is going to be one we don't use a like a background. We're going to put something in there. These are tiny. These are tiny little things. Okay, so my goodness, I am messy. I am a messy nail artist. I love this moon right here, so we're gonna get that. And I love my little grandson. I'll say moon. I'm like, yep, Luna's out, and he say he doesn't do L's too good yet. I mean, he's not even two. He calls Layla Lila. It's so funny. We all laugh at it. It's so sweet. I hate it when it does that. I didn't know I had all that polish over there. Yeah, he calls Layla that. Blah, 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 blah. He wants to talk to her. That's what he'll tell his mom, so she knows to call. Yeah, it just kind of streaked it down through there. And I know I'm getting more, look, I know I'm getting more and more polish. Like I said, I spilled that, and it just keeps, like I said, turn back time here in a minute. Trying to get some of this off my hands. Let me see if I can't get some of that off that bottle too. Hold on just a second. Oh, wait a minute. I've got something on here I want to be. Oh, Lord. Just leave it on there for now, or maybe. Let's see. There we go. I need to get that off that handle, that polish. So we're going to reverse stamp that. But I definitely need to get maybe a new piece of paper towel. I'm trying to use just one so that it's not so cushy, and maybe things seem to be picking up a little bit better. Broke another nail today. However, it is repaired. We'll see how long that it holds. I don't know. My thumbnail on my right hand. And it was, what did I break it on? Oh, it was Claire's fault. I can put the blame squarely on her shoulders. My dog. I was in here. Look at this. Changing the tart burner out, and she gets under my feet all the time, and I always say, like, if I break a hip, I've already got, look at this, I mean, I did it upright. Like, if I break a hip, it's gonna be Clara's fault for being under my feet. Jeez. Okay, hold on. This is funny. My word. I was joking with them. Hold on, I'm serious. I'm gonna get this. Hold on. Come on, daughter's little British curio cabinet over here. I'm gonna grab out the Tom Turner, the Harry Potter Tom Turner. Let's see. What do you say? Like, let's go back an hour. Let's flip it around. I love this little thing. It's over here in our curio cabinet. I was joking. I said, if this live runs long, I'm gonna break out the Tom Turner and flip it back, flip back time to before I spilled the bottle, but I don't think that's possible. But anyway, I saw it laying there today. Our little curio looks like a little red phone booth over in England. It's really cute. Alright, let's see. I have a feeling there's just so much black on that handle and stuff. I need to put gloves on. That would be the best thing for me. to use gloves. But that takes forethought, you know. Which I'm not a real strong point in. Or have a strong point. But out here, let's know if it's right. Yeah, Claire just gets under my feet. I mean, always under my feet. Drives me bananas, man. Bananas. Is this a good moon? Is this a good crescent moon? I think it's pretty. I think it'll be pretty. Let's use this one. Let's get this thing over here. Trying to work where everybody can see, and I did move some stuff around on my desk to try to give me a little bit more elbow room. It's almost time to rearrange polishes again, which is what I hate worse than anything. But I like to have them in the color, you know, like graduating colors. I'm kind of OCD about that, and that way I can find them better. But I hate doing it. I hate organizing polish. I'm trying to talk my two daughters into, which my youngest was like, yeah, man, oh yeah, I'll do it. But near where we live, you know, we don't live too far from the Smoky Mountains, not far at all, like less than 100 miles from Gatlinburg. And they have several Airbnbs down there. We can make all a mess that are Harry Potter themed. They even have the night bus. They have a bus that they got over from London and brought it over here. And all of the things, even I have a tree house. They have all of these like little Harry Potter themed Journey is really good. Hey, Flawless Lee, Unique Nails. We were just playing along. I'm spilling stuff, and yeah, that night bus looks like it would be so fun to stay in. So I want to do like a daughter's getaway, but I don't know if my oldest will leave her little boy yet for like 2 nights. It would be a stretch, I think, for her to do that right yet, but I want to. I'd love to go down there this fall. And there's several of them that's real close. If you ever want to look at them, you can go onto the Airbnb site and look up Kodak, Tennessee, and that's where they're all at. It's down there in Gatlinburg. Down around Gatlinburg. Okie dokie. So this one is, I gotta let that dry before I can do our next one. Let's see, I could go ahead and pick this up. The next one, which is going to be the one with the flowers and the spider. This one right here. This is the Crypt Keeper one. Look at this right here. Oh my gosh. I mean, these lines are unbelievable. Like, just who? Not me. Not me. But we are going to pick this one up and get those flowers. And that's the one that I changed my color on what I was going to use. I switched over to the more sheer polishes. So we're going to see if that's going to be a good thing or not. This one, hold on. This one goes on the bigger nail. Okay. Yeah, thought I had the wrong design there for a minute. The only one good thing about this polish, it doesn't take as much to, you have to cover the whole design usually with Shoe Modern. So that's a nice stamper. May have found another best friend. It's a lot like the monocle, but it's much more firm than the monocles are. Okay, so I need to let this dry for a little bit. So we'll go back to doing the other one. Goodness gracious. We had storms here today. I was telling everybody I didn't know if I was started to put out a thing about, it was like at 7 o'clock. It looked like we were going to have this big red blob of storms coming over us, but as it turned out, they did not materialize. I think they just came through early because we had some storms earlier. And I'm looking to make sure I got, yeah. But okay, I'll try. Well, I don't know if I'm picking up anymore, but yeah, I'll definitely lighten up on it. I need to. I just am really bad about being heavy-handed, or also a lot of times covering the image. But I forget that She Modern, you don't need to cover the whole thing for sure. I need to order some more of that actually. It gets on you. You can't get it off of you. That's for sure. So what I'm going to do on this one is I'm going to put the moon on, and then I'm going to come back with this little kind of spooky looking tree right here and put that in there. Wow, I don't want to say too much because I feel like it's going well. I'm almost afraid to say anything because that last one's going to be the worst one to reverse down. So yay for big orders. You're getting a big order. Oh, gosh. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yay for big orders. That's exactly what I say. Yes, I'm really bad. I try to order them like a big order when I have something coming already that I'm paying the extra for FedEx. And I'm like, hey, throw this in that package too. Will you please? And they always do. They would do it anyway, but I just to make sure I do that. So I have my tea in here. It is warm in here as usual. See, nail friends are the best. I mean, you know, we just have to talk once and it's like, oh, it's like being in your life forever. Where were you? Okay, so I'm going to put the moon a little bit off to the side, which normally would be me trying to center it up, but you know, be a little bit off to the side probably. Yeah. And we're going to, you can see that wasn't magnet. Why is that? Oh, it's a sticky. This is sticky base coat. I was like, why is that still, it can't be still wet. Oh, wow. Also, I've been cleaning the house today, so I'm tired today. My cousin comes and, not my cousin, my niece comes and usually cleans for me ever so often. And she was supposed to, she had me the time and the thing, and I just put it on my calendar. I didn't message her back to say, yeah, that's okay. And she was like, you never messaged me back to say it was okay. And I'm like, oh, I thought just because I didn't say anything, I just went ahead and put it on my calendar. So, like, all of my prep work for her to come, like, I do a few things. I don't clean before she comes. I do know people that do that, but I do a few things. So, I'm going to put the tree on here, and it's going to be, I'm trying to decide if I want to paint that. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I feel like, it would look so much better though. I'm going to try it since I got a little bit extra time, because I think it would look so much better against that moon. I need the most fine brush I have, which is this one, for definitely. And I'm going to use this. Get my paw. Am I still in frame? I'm trying to stay real tight in here. I paint for my own nails. I'm way scooted back towards the edge of the desk. Oh, I have a feeling this is not going to work. I'm going to have to go back and just restamp it, but it's okay. If it doesn't, we'll know. I don't want the lines to come off. I'm hoping that that polish will hold it on there. Now this one I definitely do not want big globs of paint like I did earlier. Let's see. My goodness. There it went. There went one of the little lines. I'm going to paint it back in. See if I can't attach it on to the tree. Whew. That was close. Hey, Robin. Okay, okay. No problem. Good night, Robin. Let's see. I was sitting here yesterday listening to, well, I did errands like day before yesterday, or was it yesterday? I don't know. Days go by and I don't know. I think it was day before yesterday. And I found an old, oh my gosh, it's all coming off, y'all. The little bitty lines are all just like coming off. Yep. Let's see if I can save it. If I can't, I'll just restamp it. But I found an old CD. I can't even believe my car has a CD player in it, but it does. It's about the only thing that has a CD player around here, or a CD drive of any sort. But it was a Luke Bryan, Tailgates and Tan Lines, and I knew that I loved that CD. And I like popped it in as I was like driving, and I was like, how is it that I can remember like every word to every song on this? But I couldn't tell you like what day I went out. And but the songs is just like so good. I liked Young Luke. Like this is a very old album of his. Had the like Country Girl, Shake It For Me. I like all kinds of music though. I usually listen to my SXM radio, 8 on the 80s. But I listened to that and it was just like so nice. Something different. So then I used it yesterday when I was in my office in here just playing around, trying to decide what we were going to do tonight. Please don't drop it. Okay. I think that'll look better just because it's going to look spookier because it's all colored in. And it's going to cover up that moon just a little bit. Oh my gosh. I'm looking at this. There's a corner missing off of here. I think that I must have touched it. I swore that all was picked up. I told you I shouldn't have said anything. Find that image again. It's right here. I usually try to make sure. Okay, less polish. Whoop. Through on the lid. I'm pretty sure I all picked up. I think I just probably hit it with my hand. Yeah, it's all picked up along with about 12 others beside it. There you go. Oh, me too. Well, I mean, my husband, he listens to everything from, he likes hip hop, like the rap. He likes that, like Down with the Sickness, and that's Layla's favorite song because Layla is really hard of hearing. So she loves like rap music or anything that's got a lot of bass in it. She just like works with her hands and kicks her feet. Like it's so sweet. She's like a problem child. I told her mom one all the time. I'm like, you know what? That would be your problem child right there. If she could get down and go, she would be like giving you grief all the time. And she goes, oh, I know. So that was meant to be. Like, you know, give Mackenzie a break, I guess. She's a mess. She's a sweet mess. Yeah, disco, like Saturday Night Fever. Um, I never do. Like I've never done that. I'm gonna have to try that. Like I had never done that, so I need to do it. Definitely Bailey. Let that dry a little bit. Yeah, I do need to try that. I keep thinking, every time you tell me that, I'm like, I know she's told me that like 12 times. I need to do that. And then I forget again. Let's see. Really? Oh, my husband will be jealous of that. But I like Journey's my favorite rock band of all time. All time. I love Steve Perry. And I mean, I like Phantom of the Opera. Like I like to listen to opera. I love to watch ballet. Love to watch dance. Um, I mean, I do. I like country music. I like old country, talking like George Jones and Conway Twitty that I grew up on. Um, you know, the old country. Those are no longer around, most of them. So we all have to be proud that we're just, still around to enjoy it. And oh, my kids loved Kenny Chesney. We all loved Kenny Chesney in his day. Broadway musical. Yeah, see, I've never been to a Broadway show ever. And I would love to go to a Broadway show. I'd like to see Lion King, is what I'd really like to see at a show, like a Broadway show. I've heard it's amazing from everybody that's probably ever seen it. It says it's just absolutely unbelievable. Okay, so we're gonna put a tree on here, and it's gonna like cover up a little bit of the moon, but that's okay. Yeah, it's up to like 1.4 million. I saw here. I guess is it the same? Where are you, Michelle? Oh, I'm jealous. Like I'm so jealous. No, that we only have like one theater around here, and um, it does well, but they don't do that kind of stuff. They don't do that. Those, the big plays and stuff, that they have their own cast and stuff. So it's in. Whoop! I just dripped that on my hand. It's in like Virginia, not too far from us, because we're really close to the state line. Okay, there's that tree with the moon. It's overlapping the moon just a little bit, We're gonna put the final touches on these after I. My hands are gonna be so sticky. They're so sticky, I can't hold on to anything. Look, there it went. Knock it over. Just keep knocking over things. I knew when I painted my nails today that they wouldn't last, because, Lord, have mercy. So, okay, it is time. I've put it off till I don't think I can put it off anymore, to paint these roses and the leaves. And I have two polishes from the Rainbow Splash collection here to do them with. And I'm hoping that it'll be good to show through them. I also brought a flashlight. We have casinos in Bristol, Virginia. We just got one. It used to be a mall, and they changed it into a casino. It's the only, and then the closest one is like, well, not Gatlinburg, but right across the mountain at Cherokee, North Carolina. So Tennessee doesn't have casinos. But we do the, yeah, it's up to like 1.4 billion. It was. I don't know if anybody hit it, but it was like Wednesday night when they were drawing. It was 1.4 billion. That just, I can't even fathom that. I mean, that's just out of my comprehension there to even think of that much money. I was kidding Cindy because she's like, we played and I already decided that I'm going to give you like 5 million. I was like, I have a voice message of you telling me that. So if you win, I'm going to hold you to it. So she's like, you probably have to pay taxes on it. I'm like, that's okay. And then I've actually had some people say, well, it's just $1 million. I'm not going to play. And I'm like, really? It's $1 million not enough for you? I mean, that's good enough for me. I mean, that's definitely more than I have. So we're going to see what these look like. Even, like I said, I brought a flashlight because when they're very pretty, they're see-through when you look through them. But when you put them on your nail and lay them on your nail, you can't tell that they're see-through, but they are. And that's why I changed. I thought I'm going to do a different color, and I'm telling you, there are so many little leaves right here, and I've already got too much on the brush. It's like wanting to blob up. Oh, I should have put Smudge Free over this. Montefiore Hospital. What is that? Yes, I should come to Tennessee. You could live in a, you can live in a nice house here for $600K. Real nice. Real nice. Oh, that was a journey. She says, yes, you can. Yeah, it was. I knew it because I looked over in their chair to see who was in the chair, and it was Duran. Gosh. I think. Anyway, I don't see Journey over there. Yeah, it was her. I hear her coming down the hall. If my husband's eating something, they think he's supposed to share. I think all dogs are that way. Little bitty leaves. The stems are the worst part. Until I'm thinking, what? Yeah, I think I'm gonna like that better. Because it's gonna be more see-through. And honestly, some of this stuff, I'm not sure if it's a leaf, but since it's down here at the bottom of these flowers, that's what it's becoming, is a leaf. Brush is getting, you can see that dry on there. Let's see. Let's do that one more stalk to do over here. Let's see. Find it. Holy crap. I have to get some new polish. Yep. Polish is dried up. What about Tennessee? Yeah, the stained glass plate. We're gonna, at the end, I'm gonna put the black ring around all of them, which makes them really pretty. They're also really pretty, shine a light through them, so you can see that they're actually see-through. I used Pearl and Anchor for the base, and which is the metallic, but I didn't do anything with it. I just put it on there, and they are very tiny. These little suckers. I said I didn't do the Crypt Keeper. No way was I gonna do that. But these are, whew, if I can get it tipped just right, where I can see what I'm doing. Not as bad. Oop, please don't pull up. Oh, just thinking about it. Hadn't seen Carla tonight. She's posted a few videos lately. I think I looked at our little wheel thing that I've got going. But, well, I've never done it, but Grandma Mimsy says that if you put it on there and let it dry, that it won't drag your lines, like it won't smear them, you know, or pull them up. So I've been, every time, like before I started this one, I thought, I'm going to do that, and then I didn't. I can't ever think to do it. Like, I need somebody sitting here with me saying, Melissa, I think I got all the leaves. Our spider there. So I picked out red for the roses, and then they shouldn't be, hopefully shouldn't be too bad. I'm trying to decide if I think I'm just going to continue on with this brush, even though it's a little small. I think I can. What's Nana? Yes, we would, Michelle. I figure grandkids and nails. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, seriously, this area, I mean, real estate's just, it's high everywhere, but I think here is not nearly like it would be, like in New York or somewhere like that. Although our sales tax is high, it's like 10%. It's crazy. Okay, let me get it turned to a lot here. I can see, I actually see the image, which is sideways here. I'm gonna try to float this as much as I can. If I didn't have these big old honking glasses on, I wouldn't be able to see nothing. It's still not easy to see. Yeah, that's gonna be better. I originally had used the red, my favorite red. What is it? I'll tell you in a minute. I'm trying to think. Cherry Bomb, that's my favorite. I was gonna use that, and then I decided, hey, I bought these polishes to use with this plate. Kind of, not specifically, but I knew that they would work well with it, so I went over there today and was like, let me find the green and the red. There we go. Do it sideways. My little grandson, they sent me a video of him, and he was riding his little battery operated tractor that we got him. They didn't have the trailer hooked to it, but he finally has learned to reach the pedal and to hold it down instead of going open. And to be steering is he's still working on steering, but at least he's come that far. It's just kind of used to, he'd hit it and it would scare him, but now he was over there. It's so cute, like no shoes on. Jazzberry's beautiful. Oh gosh, it's so beautiful. And sometimes they put it on their clearance, or like, yeah, and they're the deals section. I've seen Jazzberry there before for like $4. Because I had picked up an extra one because I loved it so much. It's gorgeous. It's, if you look at, whenever we're done, look at the home page, my home page, that Smudgicure, that color that's in there, that purpley pink, is Jazzberry. That's gone to sleep. Oh, I like these polishes for this. These are perfect. I'm glad I bought the set so that I can just kind of spray. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Let's look at this. Let's take a look at this one flipped over. Let's see if I can drop it. I don't want to drop it. They're so much prettier with the sheer colors there than putting something that's opaque. So I'm gonna take my time and let those dry. What I'm gonna do in the meantime is strop the outside of the nail, which is a pain in the butt. And there's two ways you can do it, okay? Obviously with a lining brush, which I can't. This was about too long for me to strop with, to be honest. I'm gonna sit this way over here. I'm gonna try it, but I usually end up backing back down. It takes so much practice to be able to do that. And I don't have that much patience either. But it does help the looks of the nail. It makes them look just like more complete. Yep, I did. Let's see, I did this one, even this one. So let's see. I don't know how. I've seen people do lines and they just make it look so easy. Alas, it's not easy for Melissa. Oops. Can you imagine trying to do this on your own nails? I mean, there's no way. Oh, no way. I know, that's the thing. I got a little bit bigger nail tip for that one. I should have got like the huge, oh, that's black, right? I should have got the big old thumbnail out. I'll try to make sure I get the flowers on there. Oh, come on, baby. There we go. It does, I think this is like the finishing touch that makes them look so nice, to put this line around them. Oops. A little carried away right there. Now I have and I can show you, I use one time, I used to use the little paint marker pens. I've used them to do these lines before, and I'll show you on one of them. But I just think the polish looks better. Looks prettier. And I think it's more stable. Hi, Letitia. I just don't saw you come in. Got my head down, trying to be good at striping, which I am not. I'm going to get some new polish. There we go. It makes such a difference though. Look at that. Putting the line around it. I've got stuff all over me. Unbelievable. Not really unbelievable, but I love these brushes. Does anybody else have these from Maniology? When they gifted us these, I was like, when I first got them, I used them a ton, but now they're just like my go-to for painting. Wow. One light, I can't believe that, y'all. That's a miracle. See if I can get it on this side. I think it's all about the right amount of polish you have on there too, for sure. Oops. One from I've got some of those from Amazon, and I still use them. I use them a lot, actually. Used them a lot last Christmas. I know that. I just kept them over here for using them. They were the ones that had like the brush on one end and the dotting tool on the other. And I still use them a lot. Because there was like 3 sizes. This is what we got. Okay, I'm gonna get up here at the top. So Cindy was working today. I would say that she was probably crashed out. She was working in and around not in Knoxville, but down that way. And they had like tornado warnings down there today. Um, these kinds, Grandma Mimsy, they're good. These are good brushes. I didn't know if this one would cut it or not for striping, but it actually, it's not too long, but oops, just keeps going up under that nail. See, I'd love to do this on my own nails, but there's no way. Absolutely no way. But whenever I do the next cut back on my nails, like when I've broke enough of them that I'm like, screw it. Screw this. I'm cutting them all off. I will be wearing tips. I've got one Maniology gel tip on my nail, my middle nail, because I cut it off because it just kept breaking. It was already repaired, and so I just finally, one of those last week, I think, I was like, yep, you know what? I'm just gonna cut it and put a tip on it. Just wanted to drip. We are getting a new one of the nice. We have a really nice theater here. Well, we have the Speedway and stuff here. There's a pretty good amount of stuff around where I live to be actually living in the sticks. But we're getting one of the new IMAX theaters, the ones that has all the, not just the sound, but all the things, like all the bells and whistles. And I can't wait for that to open. I hope it's going to be really cool. Alright, one more, and then we're going to do that last nail, and then we'll stripe it. Long brushes, yes. Like I say, this is really my first striping. I mean, I did a set of the like pop culture, is that what they were called? Pop something, where you stripe the outer edge. Um, I think I did them on my own nails, to be honest with you. On one hand, obviously, on my left hand. But it's been a long time ago. A long time ago. So it's not something I normally just do. So I can get it going, then it just kind of is, flows right down through there. But it's just like struggle bus right now. Oops. Oh, that looks like it belonged there, so I'm gonna leave it. You can tell I'm getting tired. They're starting to get. There's no like continuous lines anymore. Yeah, jeez. There we go. All right. Okay. Now we need to take this one off and go ahead and lay this over here so I know which one it is. Okay, we're gonna stamp this beautiful image after we put this sticky base on here. Looking at who I see over here. I've got it around with me. I can't feel. Isn't that something? They would let you, whichever one is laying all curled up. I touched that. Get that away from me before I ruin it. Thank you, Nana. It does. It definitely needs that, I think, to pull them all together. And I hope that I can get the light to shine through them so you can see how they're actually see-through until you put them on your fingers, because that's really cool. And that polish, which that was the base. If it came in later, we're using Pearl and Anchor P184, and I just did 2 light coats of that, and it is perfect for the background, I think. Anyway, and I like the tree colored in a lot. I think it looks more spooky. So it kind of's got a little pattern. We got a little bit of orange, we got white, we got a little bit of red on the spider, and then we got these. So hopefully it'll all just kind of come together. Here I go. Trying to rush it along. It's just sticky. Okay, let's see. Phew, everybody hold their breath. A few ones that are still wanting to come up. But if they're over on the edge, I don't really care, because they're going to be, oh man, whew. That was like intense. Okay, I'm going to put the smudge free over it. And then I will do the outside line. Whew, that's what I say. Yeah, I was stressing a little bit on that one. There's a couple of lines right up here in the corner, the very corner, that was like, nope, we're coming up. But it's okay because I can use the lines right around the edge to cover that up. Yeah, but definitely glad I use these clear or sheer polishes. Okay, so I'm gonna sit this right here. So I know I've got to strap that one. Let's see. What else do I have? Oh, if you came in late, I did Jack Skellington. I think I've showed this like 2 or 3 times, but if you're late hopping on, little Jack, he's cute. I put him in matte polish because he doesn't need to use sparkly. But I haven't really looked at all of them. I think that it would be really cute to do Sally's patchwork thing from her dress or her skin. I can't think it's her skin, isn't it? That she can take off and put back. Okay, Jessica. Like, isn't it? Sally's like the patchwork is her actual skin, right? I've seen it in different colors, but it's not a dress; it's her skin, or right? Isn't that her thing? Because I've only seen that movie one time in my life, so I don't remember. Shoo, thirsty. Let's see. That is still wet, I'm sure. I think what I'll do is come in here and go ahead and put another coat of smudge free on these so it doesn't smudge those black lines. The drinky drink? Yep, exactly. My medicine draws out my mouth, and then I had taken I'd taken muscle relaxer, so I'm not loop-de-doo, I don't think, but it takes like a horse tranquilizer a lot and it knocked me out, but my back was killing me from the vacuum cleaner today, so I decided to take one. It really does dry my mouth out really bad. Let's see. These are pretty. I can't wait to see what. It is a green tea. So not water, but still good for me. So it's pineapple mango green tea. My new obsession of drinks. If I get something I like, I just drink it for a long time. I wish you could get it. Thank you, baby. Wish you could get that tea like in a gallon or something, but now my husband likes the peach that's not diet in that brand by Lipton, and he can get it and it's got like 100 calories in it, and I'm like, no, I don't want to drink 100 calories. If I'm gonna eat 100 calories, I'm gonna eat something. But they make it in like, it's not, I don't know if it's a 2 liter, but it's okay. It's when you look at her skin, her dress is just all different colors and patterns. Okay, alrighty. I don't know where I got that. I think it's from Big Bang. One of the characters on there loved Sally. They were like, do you like her because she has red hair too? And they're like, no, I like her because she can take off her skin and sew it back on. So that's why I was like, is that what that is? Or is that just patchwork from her dress? Because I thought that it was patchwork, but I wasn't sure. Not sure of anything these days, seems like. Maybe the trick is turning the nail. I'm leaving my brush still. Moving the nail instead. This is still pretty wet. I see it dragging as I'm coming down through here. Shooey! I'll be glad these are done. I think they're very pretty. What is that? The black? No, this is the black. I mean, they're really pretty. I'll know. Just saying, I was a little bit intimidated by them for sure. Especially like live. Especially. Okay, okay, then. Okay, Jessica. That I'm not totally crazy, because it was Big Bang Theory. It was Raj's girlfriend. Oh, I love Big Bang Theory so much. When I go out, this is how spoiled my dogs are. When most every time, sometimes I'll forget, but when I go out, I turn on Big Bang Theory on HBO Max, and that's what they have on while I'm gone. So they watch Big Bang while I'm gone. We loved it. My husband, we kept trying to get him to watch it years ago when it was just, the new seasons were coming out. And he's like, I don't want to watch that. And now he'll be like, why don't you turn on Big Bang? I mean, he got into watching it with us and fell in love with all the characters. And I love, like, Amy Fairfowler's character all there. That Mom Violet played. And it was so funny because she didn't even know what the character was. I can't remember what she said she thought it was. The character was not anything close to Amy Fairfowler, but there's nobody more perfect for that. Oh, thank you, Michelle. It makes them. I think it actually does need the line around them to make them actually look like stained glass. Because in stained glass, you've got the lead cane that's like your glass goes in like into churches. Churches, they don't solder the pieces. They do, but there's lead cane around every little piece of glass, and then they tack all of it. And it's just different with smaller stuff. But the lead cane is like U shaped, and the glass fits down inside of it, and then it's really flexible. So then um, wrap it around the piece of glass, and then tack it, and then put your pieces of glass together back on your pattern. And then if you're not using, well, we always use lead cane around the outside of our stuff, and then we would foil it with foil and then solder it together. Let's see. The last one. I'm going to try to now show you all the white, see if it'll show. See if I can just get rid of these edges. Oh, yeah, of course it dripped right off. They're going to definitely have enough smudge free on them, I think. I don't know if these would look better matte. Yeah, the actress really is. Yeah, I know she's actually she's a biologist. Which kind of biologist is she? Microbiologist, I think. That's what. Yeah, it was so cool that that's actually what she does for a living. Is the part that she plays. It's just so cool. So let me get one that's I know is dry, but we'll look at all of them. Let's see. So let's see here. I've got a flashlight. I'm going to turn this light a little bit off here of us. And let me get robbed my husband's flashlight, one of them. See if I can get it to where we can see through it. No, not really. Maybe. Can you see my nail through it? Do you see how sheer they really are? See if you can see something through them. I mean, they really are very sheer. I'll try to take a picture of them in the sun and post it. See, there you can see, like down there at the bottom, you can see my skin through that. See if there's another one that's any better to see through. Maybe this one. Oop, there we go. Let's see. Like playing a kid playing with the flashlight. Let's see. There you go. You can kind of see there how sheer it is. They're really pretty. The color is at the base is neuroscience. Yeah, neuroscience. Let me get my light back around here. Yeah, I like her. I saw this morning her on a thing, and she was in a hospital gown. I was like, what is she up to? And she was talking about, she was having her colonoscopy, and she was telling everybody, you need to get your colonoscopy done. So let's see. Here they are. So see how you can see my nail like through that? Like you can totally see through them. They're very much sheer. There's the pumpkins. Got a little spider. Thank you all. These little ghosts are so cute. They weren't too bad either. That's probably the easier one. And these. Get the. I like this one too. I thought I'd do one without putting a whole thing on it. And my lines are a little messy around the edge, but hey, it's the best I could do, guys. The best I could do. So, oh goodness. Thank you all. You did. Grandma, I do that all the time. And then I come in and it says, say hello, you know, hello. Hello again, hello again. So if you see me doing that, you'll know that I've bumped myself out of chat. I know, my God. Well, I mean, you know, I've just been stamping about a year and 3/4, maybe, something like that. So, yeah, I know Devon's just unbelievably talented. But she's been doing nails for years, so I have to try to, you know, be like, okay, we all can't be her, but she is amazing. So, yeah, no, yep. Thank you all very much. I thought that they're cute. I mean, I think that you can make them as cute as you want or as spooky, you know, or as like, you know, yeah, I know. So I don't feel so bad because, you know, striping, I just don't do enough of it to even like, you know, be halfway remotely good at it. So, yeah. But, we'll have to decide what we're going to do next week. It'll probably be more Halloween. I might dip into like last year's box, or let's see if I've got y'all in last year's Halloween box or the year before, and do something from them. I'm not sure. I'll have to look and see, since we've already played with the monster plate and stuff. Okay. I'm looking forward to that. I wonder what they'll do. They've already done the stained glass, so. Duran's crying. What you crying for? She's turned around. Hold on a second. She's got her chair turned around. Well, you can't get up there. That's journey, isn't it? Come here a minute. Oh, goodness. Oh. Do you want me to paint your nails? You can paint your nails. Here, look at this little black feet. You want me to paint your fingernails? You paint these little toenails? I'll paint them. Yeah. Sweet baby. Oh, you're so sweet. They're so sweet. Mm. She's a sweetheart. She's so sweet. I always love these little feet. Little feet. Little tiny feet. Little tiny feet. Yeah. She's like trying to climb back up the top of my head like, Mother, don't do that. I don't want to be in there. Here, go over here and play with your sister. No, don't jump down. Stay right there. Oh, my goodness. Well, I guess that I will say good night. I'm thinking that's what we had planned and accomplished, and it looking nice. So I'll have to change out my picture. I usually do that while it's uploading. Change out the thumbnail for it. So take a picture of it. Thank you, Grandma Mimsy, for your lives. I enjoy yours definitely. Just yeah, my daughter has a standard poodle. He's so pretty. He's like he's my grand dog. And I mean, when you shave poodle's feet, which Duran's aren't shaved very well because she's very fidgety, but especially the standards, it looks like they have toes. And when you paint them, they're so cool looking. So my daughter keeps saying she's going to paint Oakley's toes. I'm like, okay, let me know when you get that accomplished. He's just 2, and they say babies a whole lot longer than the little ones do. So anyway, guys, you all have a good night. Thank you all for joining me. If you hadn't hit the like button, please do. And if you want to share this video or live, feel free to. And I think we've got around 30 names on our wheel right now to win. So yeah, so I'm excited to see who wins it. So everybody have a good night. I'm going to say good night now and hit the X button, but good night to everybody. And thank you all for joining me. I appreciate it very, very much. More than you'll know. No, she isn't the 15-year-old. I just now saw that. She's the 1-year-old. My 15-year-old is white. So yeah, she's white. So this is the baby. That's the baby of the family. All right. Good night, guys. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.